How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We have some good news coming in today. I'm going to try to keep it nice and short, under 8 minutes, so that way you get no mid-roll ads. If you like that, hit subscribe, turn on that bell notification underneath the video. I think there's going to be a video coming up very soon that a lot of you will like. Now, let's take a look at the market. The crypto market has been pretty boring recently in terms of price action, but that's actually a good thing. If you remember just a few months ago, the boring prices were 19 to 20,000. We stayed there for a long time, moved down a little bit, and then spiked up. This could be happening now. We're seeing a lot of improvements on macro, which I'll cover here in this video, but stay the course. If you're dollar cost averaging, continue at it, because I think you will be rewarded in the future. And part of that is because we just need to stay invested if we want to even keep the level of wealth that we have now. We're seeing huge monetary debasement right now. The M2 money supply is moving much quicker than even inflation. Something they don't want you to know is basically, if you want to just keep your wealth, you need to be investing in crypto, real estate, businesses, or stocks, because you can see the M2 money supply spiking up recently, going from 14 trillion, 15 trillion, all the way up to 22 trillion recently. You need to be invested just to keep your wealth. And someone that gets this is Elon Musk. He just said pretty soon 44 billion won't be worth that much anyway, talking about his deal with Twitter.
So, pretty soon 44 billion won't be worth that much anyway.
That's a good point.
He gets it. He knows that you have to be invested. Now, some good news coming in today. Eurozone inflation tumbles, and this is great because, again, it just means that there's less chance of some severe recession because the Fed or the ECB won't have to raise rates as much if inflation's coming down naturally or from what they've already raised. You can see Eurozone core inflation fell to 5.3% from 5.6, coming under the expectation of 5.5, and the headline came in at 6.1% from 7% in April, below the expectations of 6.3%. Same thing's happening in the US. We haven't gotten CPI recently, but we can see it was almost a year ago when we were at the peak. This was actually in July. We were at 9.1%, and it's been pretty much a straight line down so far. Now, if I remember right, the expectation for the next CPI print is around 4.1%. It might be off a little bit depending on where you look, but we've seen pretty much a straight line down, and we have the next CPI reading in 12 days. So be on the lookout for that. It's not going to be next week, but it's going to be the week after. Now, we got some good news coming from the House. The debt ceiling bill passed in the House. It advances to the Senate. It was a pretty overwhelming vote, 314 to 117, coming with support from both sides. They're saying that they need to really get this passed in the next 48 hours, or at least that's what they're looking for. Janet Yellen has said that the federal funds could dry up in the coming days otherwise. So I think this is very likely to pass, could be good for the market. We also got some ADP non-farm payroll news as well. Came in at 278,000. The estimate was 170,000, previous 296,000. So just a few days ago, I think it was actually yesterday, we got good news on how many job openings there were. And some people take this as a negative, some people take it as a positive. But the fact is, we are seeing a very strong labor market. So if inflation continues to come down, that's really the best case scenario. If we have a good labor market and if we have good inflation or low inflation, that's going to be the best case scenario where the markets really take off afterwards. Now, some news on the crypto front. CleanSpark just announced that they bought 12,500 new miners, and they bought this at about a 30% discount from what I can tell, 25 to 35% discount. This is going to get them closer to their goal of 16 exahash per second. So if you're looking for a miner, I still think CleanSpark's probably one of the top miners to buy. I hold a small position on it now, but let me know if miners are something you're buying, or if crypto is something you're buying, if you are excited about this change in the market. And again, hit subscribe because there is a video that a lot of people are going to like here in the next day or so. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.